Welcome to Nyatakis. Welcome to question 2 of the exam practice questions for the ear and the eye. Before you do the questions, make sure that you watch my theory videos, you print the worksheet, and you have the memo with you at hand. Right, let's get down to question 2. This is an overview of the question. And the question has 2.1, begins with 2.1, ends off with 2.5, and is 12 marks. Right. The diagram below illustrates how refraction in the human eye leads to a visual defect. 2.1, identify part B. Part B, we all should know by now, is the lens. Part C is the darkened layer, it's the middle layer. Please make sure that you always know how to spell this word. And this is a label that comes out a lot because many students don't know how to spell choroid. That's the middle layer. Question 2. They want you to name the visual defect that's illustrated in the diagram. If you look at the diagram, the image falls behind the retina. And that could only be hypermetropia and long-sightedness. I would rather use the word hypermetropia instead of long-sightedness. That is a scientific term. 2.3, describe the consequences of the visual defect in your answer. So they want to know, if the image falls behind the retina, what consequence will this be to a person? Of course, if the image falls behind the retina, the image will be blurred and the person cannot see nearby objects clearly. Right, question 2.4. Explain the consequences if the light rays were to fall on part A. Now, part A, if you look, is the blind spot. So, what happens if the image falls on the blind spot? Now, we know that the blind spot has no rods and no cones. Those are the receptors. So the whole image will actually form and light will not be converted into an impulse. Question 2.5. Explain 2 ways in which the lens is structurally suited to perform its function. And that is 4 marks. Now, the lens we all know is elastic, so it can change shape, right, for accommodation. The lens is transparent. Anything that's transparent allows light to pass through. And the lens is biconvex. Biconvex, we know that is there to refract light. So you could have written any 2, structure and function. Thank you for joining me for question 2 of the exam practice questions. Join me for my other questions as well. Thank you.